Hi everyone, Shauna B here. I'm so excited to show you our new Hometalk DIY kits. Every month you get a kit that's either home maintenance, gardening, or crafts. This one here is a craft kit and I'm so excited to show you guys what's inside. This craft kit is actually to make a beachy themed solar lights for your porch. I'm really excited. It comes with these mason jars, but you're gonna jazz them up a little by tinting them blue. It comes with everything you need to tint it blue, including paper to put it on while it's drying. It's great. It comes then also with the strings that you need to decorate the outside. We're gonna knot them in a fishnet style. And all of the strings are already pre-cut to the right length. That's really great. And it comes with some beads to decorate it. And then it also comes with solar light tops to just switch out these regular tops from solar light tops and boom, you've got a beachy themed solar light. All right, so I'm gonna put away the items that we don't need right now. This kit really comes with everything that I need. The only thing this kit did not come with that you need is a pair of scissors to trim off some of the excess threads later on. All right, so I'm going to open up the parchment paper that came with, and I'm gonna mix some of the tint. Now the tint is just Mod Podge and food coloring. And of course, depending upon how dark you want your tint or light you want your tint, that'll depend how much of the coloring you put in. I want it like in the medium tone, so I'll put about, I think like 10 good drops in there. And then you'll use your spoon to mix it up. Mix, mix, mix. I want to get all that color mixed in really, really well. And then I'm just gonna spoon this inside. All right, so I'm just making sure that the color is really spread all over on the inside. And don't worry if things aren't spread evenly, because you're gonna flip this upside down to dry and all of the excess will slowly drip off, and it will make sure things are evenly coated. So now you have two options. You can leave it upside down for 4 hours and it'll dry and you'll get a beautiful tint, or you can pop it in your oven at 150 degrees for 10 minutes. You can use the wax paper that came on and just put it on a cookie tray. And that's it. I chose to put mine in the oven and I put it in at a little higher of a temperature to get a really nice crackle finish on it. I'm really excited to do this. The next step will be to take out the pre-cut strings that come inside and use them to make the fishnet design. There are 3 different lengths. You have the shortest length here. We're gonna put that aside. We need that for the bottom. And then I have the middle to short length one. This is gonna go around the top, so I'm gonna lay that out. And then I have 8 strings of the longest length here. So I'm just gonna take the string and just pull it through. It's already bent in half, so it's really easy to make these loops on the string that's gonna go around the neck of the bottle. Just pull it really nice and tight. I'm gonna do a second one, and I'm just gonna use all 8 of these strings that are already folded in half to make loops around my shorter string that's going around the neck of the bottle. And this will be the basis for the fishnet that we're making. Now that I've done all 8 of my strings, I'm just sort of gonna push them in together because I'll respace them once they're on top of the bottle. And I'm gonna tie them onto the neck below where the thread marks are so that I can make sure that I can screw the top on afterwards. And now I've spaced them all out and I'm gonna start knotting. It's the first knot, and it's just a really simple, this I think is called a square knot, but really any knot you do doesn't matter as long as you try to be sort of even. Of the pairs, I'm tying the outside ones to each other, so just the ones that are next to it, so I make nice little diamond shapes. And here I am going into the second row, and you just keep going around and around the bottle, tying these knots, and if you do it tighter together, you'll have a much smaller pattern, and if you do it looser, you'll have a looser pattern. I'm making looser because I want to do a little less work when I'm knotting it. All right, and now I'm getting close to the end, and I'm gathering all of the strings that I have left together, and I'm gonna take that little piece of string we put aside and tie it into a little loop. And all of the strings are going to be tied to this, and this will ensure that the fishnet pattern stays nice and tight and secure to the bottom. And I'm gonna gather all of the strings inside, but when I go to tie the knots, I'm going to just pull one of each pair out, so that you'll see sort of the strings make pairs, and you want one on the outside and one on the inside, and you tie them into knots. And at first it'll be a little loose, but then it'll start tightening up the whole pattern of the fishnet. And now I'm just trimming off all the excess strings after they've been knotted, and that's the completed fishnet. So now I'm gonna reach in and get some of the really fun beads that this kit came with and the fishing wire. There are so many beads in this kit that I could make a whole nother project. I love the driftwood one, definitely using that. I have the big shell. And oh my God, it's like it was made for me. There's a little crab. I'm a Cancer, so I love crabs. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the fishing wire and just sort of get an approximate measure. We'll trim off the extra around, and I'm gonna loop it through here. All right, so this bead's a really long bead, so I'm gonna slide the fishing wire all the way through it and tie it up. It'll like dangle down. I like the shape of it. I'm just gonna trim the excess off here. And the very last step for this is to just put on the solar light top. Now I'm really excited to take this out to my deck.